Hello, welcome to Emerald Tarot. Today we're doing a pick a card reading on yes or no questions. So how this works is you phrase your question as a yes or no question, and then you pick a deck and see what the tarot cards have to say and how they have to answer that question. A disclaimer before we go forward. So if you do get a no, I also believe in the law of attraction, and I believe that you can change that into a yes if you do the work. Oftentimes when we get no, it's like not right now, or there is stuff you have to change before you can get that yes. So keep that in mind before you get upset with how the reading goes, or if you do get a no, keep in mind that it can change, but also ask yourself the question of, is this healthy for me, or is this what I want to be attracting as well? So just keep an open mind when you go into this reading. So before we get started on your reading, you're going to have to pick a deck. So deck 1, deck 2, deck 3, and deck 4. So if you need time to meditate on the cards, feel free to do so and pause this video. Let's get started with group number 1. So group number 1, I have 3 cards. Knight of Swords, the 5 of Wands, and the 3 of Cups. So right away I'm seeing that this is something you're competing for with maybe a friend. And with the Knight of Swords energy, I'm seeing that this friend might be a little bit distant right now because of the competition, and you might be competing for a person in your social group as well. Like, you might be going to school and you're competing for a guy or a girl that has a lot of suitors as well. 3 of Cups says that there's a lot of social stuff going on and a competition with the 5 of Wands, and then there's the Knight of Swords. So it might be a competition for a person, or it could also be a competition for something in your social group. Say that it's a promotion at your work and there's a lot of people going for that promotion, or it could be like an audition or at an art gallery, an audition for a play, and a lot of your friends are going for it as well. So that's a tough situation to be in when you're in competition with people that are in your social group, because you still do have to face those people. So what I'm getting, Keepers of the Earth, you are not alone. Ancient ancestors stand beside you. So going into this, just know that your spirit guides are going to be there for you during this time, and not to get too caught up in like how you don't have a lot of support, because you do in your spirit guides, and they're watching over you while you do go after this thing that you want. And I think they're going to aid you in the process of it. With water element sensing, I'm thinking that right now, if you have psychic abilities, they might come into play. Like, maybe you do tarot cards yourself, and I think that might have a lot to do with how you're going to find success in this situation. With the Wolf card, I'm seeing that you're going to have to go it alone. If you're competing with a friend or even acquaintance for something, I think that if you do get this over this person, it might end the friendship, or it might create a tension in the friendship if you're competing with someone you really care about. So just be wary. If that person really was your friend, they would be happy for you. Both my best friend and I work in a sales job, and sometimes we have better days than each other, and we still love each other regardless. So even in a competitive environment, if someone is not willing to be your friend after losing in competition with you, that's just their problem, because at the end of the day, they didn't put in the work to do better. But I do think you're going to get it. With your spirit guides are going to help you get this. And I think you know that you have the ability to get it. Your doubt comes from you don't want to hurt other people. So this is a yes, but a yes also with a downside that if you are in competition with someone, that person is going to be upset when this is all done. And that's where the Five of Wands energy comes in, and the chaotic energy of the Knight of Swords comes through. With competition, a lot of people look at competition as a threat. But if you go in thinking that competition is about self-betterment and challenging yourself, you'll have a better attitude. And I think that you have that attitude. But just know you're going to have to go this alone, but not truly, because in the metaphysical realm, your spirit guides are going to be there to help you. And with the water element sensing, just keep your psychic abilities, or your spirituality like in tune, because you're gonna probably get messages like 1111 or like 222. I often get 333. That's my lucky number. So just keep in tune and notice patterns. And like if you turn on the radio and just something in a song sticks out to you, that could be a message. So this is a yes, but a yes with a downside of possibly losing a friend or possibly having rivalship with someone later on. So that's all I am seeing for group number 1. If you like this video, please like this video with a thumbs up, comment down below, and definitely please do subscribe. That will really help this channel a lot. Thank you so much. I'll see you all next time. So group number 2. So the Ace of Coins is the first thing I'm going to get. I'm getting, and the 9 of Swords is next. And then the King of Coins. So I'm getting that you have anxiety about possibly a promotion. This is very career centered for most of you. If it is about a person, it's just you're asking about someone who's very practical and you have anxiety about this person, and maybe you're second guessing yourself. But the King of Coins is a very stable person. So if you're entering a relationship with someone that is very practical and grounded, most of your fears are anxiety. With the Ace of Coins, I'm getting that it could also be a job promotion or a opportunity in your artistic endeavors. So this looks like a yes to me, but let's look at the other cards. Where are you being called to journey to? So I think right now the reason why you came to this reading is you're not sure whether you should go through with something. Like it could be, maybe this is a man that you are interested in, or it could be someone who takes on a lot of masculine qualities of the King of Coins or King of Pentacles. In other decks, often that's what it's referred to. And you're not sure if you should engage in a relationship with this person because maybe past hurts, or maybe you've just heard some bad stuff about someone and it might not be true, but you're just second guessing it. And with the 9 of Swords, I always feel that energy is very in your head type energy. Like you don't know, and you're unsure. But most of the time your anxiety is founded on something that isn't actually in the physical realm. Like it's just not something that's feasible, like something that's happening. And we all have those fears where we have irrational fears. I have some of my own, where we build up a situation to be worse than it is. I think with the Goose energy, it's telling you to remain calm for the most part, to remain calm. Also that to stay productive, that's another thing, is to stay productive. If this is a job opportunity, always stay productive and within your own group of geese, I suppose, would be another way to put it. With the Ace of Coins, I have a feeling for most of the people who picked this deck that it's something to do with work or creative endeavors, and you are doubting whether you should go through with it. And when I get that aroma, where are you being called to journey to? I am seeing that that if you have this call to this certain thing, there's a reason why. And I think that you're being called to do this, but you also have fear of going through with it. It's kind of like a rite of passage sort of thing. You have to get over this anxiety and push yourself to this opportunity. And with Leo energy, I will. Leos tend to take on traits. You might be a Leo, or this person, if you're interested in someone, might also be a Leo. I think that Leos tend to take on traits of will and strength, and they're often resilient. They're good leaders for the most part. Sometimes they can be controlling, but on their downswings, but for the most part, they have an iron will. And a lot of I know a Leo personally, and she's like the leader of her group, and she's always like the leader of her friends, and whenever she's at a job, she makes friends fast and she becomes the leader of her social circle. So it doesn't have to be always a leader of a job, but someone who really just puts themselves out there. With Leo, I think that you have to take on that Leo energy and to get past the Nine of Swords so that you can have the courage to go forward with this. So this is a yes, but only if you take the initiative. So that's what I'm seeing with group number 2. So yes, unless you cave to your own fears, then it's a no. If you don't put yourself out there, none of this Ace of Coins energy is going to manifest. So whatever you asked about, it is a yes, but you have to put the work in, and you have to have the courage to jump out of your shell, or it's going to be a no. So that's what I got for group number 2. Please like, comment, and subscribe to my channel. Please subscribe. That would really, really help me. Thank you. I'll see y'all next time. So group number 3, Page of Swords, 10 of Cups, and 2 of Wands. Right away, this is sticking out to me to likely be a yes. I think that with the Page of Swords, you might be really young. You might be a young person looking at this video. You might be very, very young, and that's why you've suddenly got this first idea, this first step. Or it might just be a new idea. So I see 10 of Cups, which is complete fulfillment. So whatever you asked about, whether it be love or a career-based, whatever the question is, if it's a good question, that you're looking towards, it's probably going to fulfill you a lot. With the 2 of Wands, I see like very confident energy. So I think you could have asked about love with the 10 of Cups being there. Maybe you're asking about someone who has Page of Swords energy. It might be someone who is kind of reckless and chaotic, but also very charming as well in their own way. They're probably also very clever. So sometimes they might have a messy room or something. They may not be the most organized person. But if you did ask about a person, they might be just someone who's just, they haven't grown up quite yet, but you're probably around their age as well, so that doesn't really matter. If the Page of Swords is you, maybe you're chaotic in nature, but you're also very clever, and you also have potential to be very wise and very intelligent, and you probably already are these things, but you have the potential to be like very clever in the future, your future, and also to be very successful and very smart. You might be attracted to science and math. I feel like sword type of people, or maybe computers. even video games could be a passion of yours because it takes a lot of thinking sometimes to get through the puzzles in video games. I suck at video games personally, so there's that. I'm not very good at it. 10 of Cups. I think that you asked about somebody, or you asked about a career choice, because there's also the Two of Wands, and yes, this is for you. With Uranus Genius, I think that whatever you asked about, you already have the tools in your mind to make that manifest into reality. I also think that this is not something that's going to hurt your feelings. Like, you probably went and asked, it doesn't matter if it's a no, because you're also like someone who's very realistic as well. If you did ask about a person, with the dog card here, I'm seeing loyalty and just friendliness. Like, this person's probably a very loyal person. And with Star Mother, how can you mother yourself? So if you do have chaotic energy from the Page of Swords that I'm getting, it might be best to kind of be your own parent in this situation. It doesn't mean that, like, you could be male or female and you could still mother yourself in a way. Like, say if you have a chaotic schedule, you can start kind of parenting yourself. And I think that's kind of the advice the universe is giving you, but on how to proceed. But what I'm seeing is, if this is a relationship or even like a career opportunity, you're going to meet some good friends. If it's a career opportunity, that are going to be loyal to you in the future and further help your fulfillment in your career. If it's a relationship that you asked about, or a person, whether it's a friend or a lover, this person's going to be very loyal to you and faithful to you. And I see a very long-lasting relationship. For even if it's not your twin flame, it's going to be like a soulmate relationship where you guys really get along very well. So that's what I'm getting from group number 3. This is a yes. This is a definite yes on whatever you asked. If you like this video, please hit the thumbs up button, comment down below, and definitely do subscribe to my channel. Thank you very much. I'll see you all next time. I hope you enjoyed your reading. So the 4th group, 7 of Cups, 10 of Wands, Page of Cups. So I think right now you're conflicted with the 7 of Cups between a lot of options on what you want to do with this situation. I think that the situation that you asked about with the 10 of Wands is stressing you out, and you're wondering whether you should keep going through with it. And with the Page of Cups, it might be somebody or someone somebody or a situation you're really passionate about, but it just doesn't seem to be working for you, and you're trying to think, should I abandon ship or should I go? So trust your niggle. What is your niggling feeling trying to tell you? I think that means, like, you kind of know already what you want to do. You just clicked on this for confirmation. That situation, it doesn't really look good. And I think you already know that it doesn't look good. So you're just asking if maybe you're wrong. I don't think that's the case, though. I think you kind of have other options available to you as well. So you can leave this stressful situation. With Virgo, I analyze. Maybe you are a Virgo yourself, or maybe you're just taking on Virgo energy right now, and you're looking at the situation from an analytical standpoint rather than an emotional standpoint. So when you clicked on this video, you probably came into it thinking, I don't really care if it's a no or a yes. So this looks like a no. And I think you kind of accepted that. And I think you have like a feeling that this was a no going into this reading. So this is like a job or a situation that's stressful, or just a person that's stressful. You do have other options with the Seven of Cups, and with the Page of Cups, this is a passion. Like maybe it's a job and this is your passion. You really want to work at this specific place. Maybe it's time to move on. If it's like an art related thing, maybe it's time to find a new group of people to work with, because even if you really at one point really liked working at this specific place or working with these specific people in your art field, now it's not working out for you anymore, and it's time to step away and find a way to put that passion into something positive. With the Raven, I think that you kind of already know. You already kind of know the answer. The Raven is also called Bran in this Animal Druid Oracle, which is ironic for all you Game of Thrones fans. Thought I'd throw that out there. I think right now you need to also protect yourself with the Raven, and it's time for healing. It's time for like healing from the situation. It's also time to take a step back and look at it from a different perspective. The situation's obviously clearly stressing you out, and it's probably not even bringing you joy anymore. And you're probably at the point where you want to let it go anyway. This isn't something you're clinging to. This is just probably with the Ten of Wands, one more straw and you're done. She's carrying all these sticks. One more straw and you're done is kind of how you feel. So hopefully this video, if you want to walk away from something toxic, is the last straw, and you walk around and find something better for yourself. This is a no, but you kind of already knew that, I think. But again, with the Seven of Cups, there's other options out there for you that are probably better suited for your talents or what you want if it's a relationship. What I try to tell people when they're like stuck on someone, think about the traits of that person and think about what you truly want. Because sometimes we put the ideas of something onto someone, but look at it again with the Virgo, I analyze from the perspective of someone who is a third person. Is that person really who you think they are? Or is that person just someone you want to be? Is this person someone that you want to be someone else? Like you want them to be an idea that you had for them? Because if they don't fit what you want in a relationship, you can't make them into what you want. So keep that in mind. That's what I have for group number 3. It's a no. It's a no, y'all. I'm sorry. If you like this video, please hit the thumbs up button. Also, leave a comment down below. Share me your thoughts. And, of course, always subscribe if you haven't subscribed before. Thank you very much. I'll see you all next time.